So our approach to creating a modern learning experience is learning reimagined, and we firmly believe that some of the research-based best practices that we've identified from school districts across the country are really going to help us to support what's best for all students and staff, actually, because teachers are a very important part of the work. They are the work. They help us to accomplish the goals that we have outlined. And our first pillar is, we have three. Our first one is Humanized, and we're very deliberate about identifying Humanized as our first pillar because we believe that teaching is really about touching the head and the heart, and we can't ignore the social emotional supports that students need. So we want to make sure that teachers are equipped with the right resources that they need to address students' challenges that they may bring. We want to create an environment where adults, staff are encouraged to practice self-care. We want our teachers and staff to be well so that they can do what's best for students. So restorative practices, looking at how we create environments that are safe emotionally as well as physically for all students and adults is really at the core of that Humanized pillar. So again, you have to touch the heart and also the mind. The second pillar is personalized. We want the educational process to fit like a nice tailored suit. It should custom fit each child, and we understand that our students come to us with a unique set of experiences, unique strengths and talents, and it is our responsibility to help ignite excitement in them, to help them utilize their gifts, to see them more from an appreciative perspective versus a deficit perspective, and to really help tap into what motivates them, what inspires them. And we do that through a number of ways, but really by really understanding each child, by understanding that we have to value parents and use them as resources and partners as we go on this educational journey. Another piece of personalized is thinking differently about spacing. So you'll see teachers in our classrooms that have flexible seating. So they're yoga balls, there's bean bags, there's stools that are different heights, so students have variation and variety. And not so much the traditional 150-year-ago educational model where students are always seated in rows and teacher is always at the front of the desk. Our students are unique and they have a tremendous amount that we can learn from them and a tremendous amount of excitement that they can bring to the classroom, and we have to tap into that. Our final pillar is problematized, and we're asked a lot, did we make that word up? We didn't. Problematized is really about thinking outside of the box, and I know that sounds cliche, but we are preparing children for careers, for professions, for a society that we really can't envision. My daughter is the class of 2030. That's her graduating class. When I say that out loud, it's like, wow. But the careers that she'll be able to explore, the professions that she can pursue, we don't even know what they look like. So as we think about that work, it is paramount for us to bring real-world experiences to the classroom. I call it taking down the walls, making the classrooms reflect the real world, getting students out so that they can engage in internships, so that they can experience and interact with real professionals. Also allowing our teachers to see what industry looks like, to see what career paths are out there, and actually seeing these career paths in their actual spaces. We have a lot of wonderful things that are happening around our Problematized pillar. Our robotics team recently won a national championship. We're very proud of their efforts. It is a student team. We have adult sponsors and an adult coach, but our students made that work happen. So that is just one example of what this problematized pillar looks like. And also embedded in that is really helping our young people understand that it's important to have a social justice lens. It's important to understand how your actions impact others, how they impact your community, your city, your state, and the world. And so we want them to be socially conscious. We want them to advocate for self and also advocate for others, particularly those who may be disadvantaged. That is our platform, that is our approach that we're working to bring to life each and every day for the students in University City. And we're just excited to be on this journey with our students, our parents, our staff, and the entire U City community.